Volunteer Home Mortgage, and I am this morning's sponsor. More about what my business can help with all your mortgage needs is coming up soon. But first things first, let's get over to Wake Up with Witcher, which is coming up next.
It's time for Wake Up with Witcher. Here's meteorologist Mike Witcher from the East Tennessee Weather Center.
And good morning, 7 o'clock right now, getting us started on this good old Wednesday morning, halfway through the work week. And again, we are looking at the sponsorship for this morning is Wake Up with Witcher is Volunteer Home Mortgage. They are available 7 days a week. They do a slew of loans, conventional FHA, VA, new construction, non-QM construction repair, and USDA loans. And they don't just operate in the state of Tennessee. They operate in Florida and Georgia as well. So if you're looking at updating your house, need a mortgage, give my friends a call today, 865-238-7500, or you can visit them online at volunteerhomemortgage.com. All right, here we go, my friends. It is Wednesday. We've got Ed sitting right there, getting us started on this good old hump day. We sure hope you had a great day yesterday. Hopefully you had a chance to get out and do some voting yesterday. The weather was absolutely picture perfect. And talk about picture perfect. Take a look at this view from our newest camera to the fleet of cameras. This is now available on the East Tennessee Weather app and online at eastTNweather.com. If you just scroll down to the bottom of the app and click on Skycams, you'll be able to see this live camera at Monroe County Airport here this morning. Hardin Valley's not on there right now, but I can show you a live view of Hardin Valley. A few clouds hanging out with us this morning. But no major issues to get the day started. So let's go ahead and take a look at the TDOT cameras and get you out on the roadways here this morning as we take a look at the temperatures here from yesterday. It was another warm day. Look at these temps. We made it to 83 degrees yesterday in Knoxville, 1 degree shy of the record. And we had near record highs, a little bit cooler in the Tri-Cities, Crossville, and Chattanooga at low to mid 70s. But all in all, we are talking about near record high temperatures again throughout the day today. A live look there at Interstate 40, and that would be right around the Bridgewater area in West Knoxville. Traffic is running smoothly this morning. But you know it's Wednesday, so therefore...
Wait for him. Wait for him. Bam! Now we slide all the way downhill to the weekend. The kids can get ready for school, and Debbie can take her shower.
Big old shout out to Ed Rupp again here this morning. We are going to start to use him every Wednesday because Debbie's got to take her shower, my friends, and we're on our downhill slide toward the weekend. No fog out there here to get the day started, so smooth sailing. Temperatures are in the 50s, 60s, even some 70s. So we are trending much warmer than what we were yesterday, and yesterday was even warmer than the previous day. And so temperatures are now running about 2 to nearly 10 degrees warmer. Now, big old trough, I should say, is 2 hour west. That's where the colder air will stay. High pressure hangs out across the southeastern coastline. This has been the story. This has been in bringing us to the near record high temperatures. But that trough is actually going to push a cold front through the area. Let me go back to that big picture map and show you what I'm talking about. The cold front stays to our west today. We'll get a little bit of moisture streaming in from the south, so expect more cloud coverage and a chance for a couple of spotty showers throughout the day today. And then as the cold front comes through tomorrow, the winds will shift to the northwest, and I think that we'll have a chance for a few spotty showers throughout the day tomorrow. We'll bring you down to the local level here in just a second. Let's start you off with winds. It's going to be a little bit on the breezy side. Not bad, but a little bit of a November wind throughout the day today. Again, the cloud coverage will be more prevalent today than what we saw yesterday. I think we're going to stay rain-free through the morning hours, but anytime after the lunch hour, we could start to see a few spotty showers developing in that southwesterly flow. So keep the umbrellas and the rain jackets handy just to be on the safe side, and don't forget to track it with the East Tennessee Weather app. The interactive radar gives you past, current, and future radar of 2 hours, kind of give you an idea, if you are getting rain, how long that rain may last around the area. By the end of the day, we're not talking about a ton of rain, less than 1/4 of an inch, in most locations less than 1/10 of an inch of rain. So not a big rainmaker throughout the day today, but we may see a little bit more tomorrow. So starting off this morning with 50s and 60s. By lunchtime, we're going to climb into low, mid, and a few pockets of upper 70s. Despite the clouds, we still have that southerly push of warm air, and that's going to get our temperatures back into the upper 70s to low 80s. Actually, looking at some records here for the day today, I'm forecasting 81 degrees in Knoxville. The record stands at 80, set back in 2022. Tri-Cities record is 84. I don't think we'll break that, but that was also set back in 2022. And Chattanooga's record for the day today is 81, forecasting 76 in Chattanooga. And that record is a little bit older, set back in 2015. So we are talking about near record high temperatures once again throughout the day today. Into the evening hours we go. We're going to be in the low to mid 70s between 6 and 8 o'clock tonight. So if you have outdoor plans, you have practices outdoors, embrace it and enjoy it because, well, typically we would be much colder by this point of the game. And we'll talk about averages here in just a second. So the cold front's off to our west tomorrow. I wanted to show you tomorrow's futurecast because, yes, it does bring us a chance for some scattered light rain showers again, as we will continue to see the winds shift once the cold front pushes on through. And so the showers, instead of moving from southwest to northeast, eventually for the second half of the day, they'll move from the northwest to the southeast. And that's going to be the story throughout the day tomorrow. But again, adding up today and tomorrow, less than a quarter of an inch of rain and less than a tenth of an inch in most locations. So not looking at anything major to be heading our way over the next couple of days. And that's really been the story for quite some time anyways. So near record highs today. Average high cut in East Tennessee in the middle is about the low to mid 60s. We do have a cooling trend on the way, so at least we have that going for us. But we're still going to be trending above average even through the upcoming weekend. Temperatures come down this weekend for a couple reasons. One is we're going to have more cloud coverage. Two is we may have some rain showers associated with Hurricane Rafael. All right, so tropical storm right now. Should be a hurricane later on today. Dew points are in the 50s and 60s, and so therefore, once again, our morning lows will continue to stay well above average by 10 to 20 degrees. Our average low for this time of year is 41. We should have a lot chillier mornings based on the calendar anyways. Good morning, Audra. How are you this morning? Haven't seen you on here for a while, or maybe not even ever. Thanks for joining us, by the way, on East Tennessee Weather. All right, here we go. So let's see. Betty, happy anniversary. Whose anniversary is it? Good morning, Mike and Ed. Today is my husband's and Ron's 42nd anniversary. Big congratulations to you, Betty. 42 years. That is absolutely amazing. We got Kathy joining us this morning. Good morning, Kathy. She says, have a great day. Did you stay up for all the election stuff last night? We're not going to talk politics. This is not a political organization here. We're going to stay neutral. We're Switzerland. But maybe you did. All right. Hopefully some of you are happy. Some of you may not be happy, but you know what? The world's going to continue to move right along. All right. So we'll go 30 to 40% chance of rain today and tomorrow. We don't have any rainfall really in the forecast on Friday. And then 30 to 40% chance, 20 to 30, 40% chance Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And that is all dependent on hurricane. Excuse me. It is now category 2 hurricane. So let me go back. Hold on. Rewind. Let me get these graphics going here. Go back one more. There it is. So now we have a category 2 hurricane. National Hurricane Center says it could be close to, they just posted on social media, say it could become close to a major hurricane. That would be category 3 or stronger. So we'll see how this all takes shape. So it is running into some very warm Gulf waters. But notice the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday cone of uncertainty. Yeah, there's a lot of discrepancy in the models. Okay, the long-range forecast models that we're looking at, there's a lot of discrepancy. One, the American model, which is what you're looking at here, takes the storm system out into the central Gulf of Mexico, kind of spins it out there for a little bit, so maybe a little bit more delayed on making landfall, going to stay offshore, and it may stay offshore. But the American model also has some of this tropical moisture being surged northward. Not a ton because the whole system doesn't move northward. It looks like it's just going to stay out in the Gulf of Mexico, possibly. But the American model has us bringing us a better chance for rain than the European model, just so you know. So that's why we're only going 30 to 40% chance of rain right now for the weekend. I'm not going to tailor that up until I have a little bit more confidence that we'll actually see some rain. If you are heading off to the football game on Saturday, I'm going to say Saturday's probably going to be a drier day, and Sunday potentially could bring us a little bit wetter weather. That's the way it stands right now. So if you're heading off to the football game, kickoff at 7 o'clock, and it should be against Mississippi State, my alma mater. Well, I didn't set foot on campus, but I have a broadcast degree, a meteorology degree from Mississippi State. Got to represent every once in a while, but I'm still going and rooting for UT. Don't worry, my friends. Don't worry. The orange suit's still coming out. I'm not wearing the crimson red or whatever color they have. All right, so the rain's going to increase across the area all the way through the next 5 to 7 days. But when you look at your 7-day stretch, even the Weather Prediction Center has tailored this down a little bit because there are so many uncertainties. It did look like we were going to get a surge of moisture. Now it's like, I don't know if we will. So right now we'll go 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch of rain, generally speaking, over the next 7 days. And so not a lot today and tomorrow, but a little bit more possible as we get into Saturday and Sunday. Let's see. Katrina's heading off to work. So Katrina, here's your 7-day forecast. We're going to stay above average, but trending cooler and a little bit more seasonable as we head into the upcoming weekend. And again, if you're joining us on Facebook, don't forget, or YouTube, don't forget, if you don't have the East Tennessee Weather app, you should download that today. Just search eastTNweather, all one word. It's literally clean, simple, easy, efficient, everything you need to know for weather. This is East Tennessee Weather when you want it. I'm here every single day. You've got to come, you got to take the responsibility and come get the information on your terms, but it is always updated all the time. And I'm also on Roku TV, Amazon Fire, YouTube, and all social media, as well as the app. And remember, if you're joining us from the app this morning, good morning, by the way. Anytime East Tennessee Weather is live on the app, we will be on the app front and center as well. So that's going to become in handy during inclement weather. All right, let's see what you're saying on the chat here this morning. Katrina's listening as she heads off to work. Let's see. Buck is happy this morning. Tom says, thanks for the tumbler. You're welcome, my friend. I use my tumbler every single day, by the way. You can go to eastTNweather.com. I do have a merch shop, t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, tumblers, and soon to the market. As soon as they're ready, we're going to have some coffee mugs as well for you coffee drinkers out there. Got Debbie joining us this morning. Good morning to you. Becky says, let's see. I heard the word cooler. Yes. A little bit cooler. Still above average. And likely staying above average all the way through the middle and maybe closer to the latter part of the month. So we'll see what that means for Thanksgiving as we get closer to that. A lot of folks may be traveling for Thanksgiving or have friends and family coming to Thanksgiving. My wife's entire family is coming for Thanksgiving. And if you saw on social media yesterday, I was looking for a drywaller, somebody to do some sheetrock. I've got the bathroom demolished, but I need some sheetrock. So thank you if you posted on there. I appreciate it. I'll be making some phone calls today. See if we can't get a good sheetrocker in here. Good morning, Nathan, Regina, and Townsend, all coming and joining us from Corrington this morning. How are you this morning, bud? Krista says it's almost time for the buses. We got Justin joining us this morning. Rocking the shirt today. Nice, Justin. Love it. That East Tennessee Weather shirt. Post a picture through Witcher's Pictures. We'll air it tomorrow. How about that? Let's see. Brenda says, good morning, Mike, and have an awesome day. America is back on our God is awesome God. I'm so glad people saw through the evil going on. Again, we're not political, so, we all have our own thoughts, and I think that's great. That's what makes the world go around. What's up, Tom? How are you this morning? Tom's finally out of bed. Cheryl says, hump day. What's up? You like good old Ed right there? Hope you like Ed part of the show. Let's see. Becky's going to be camping Thanksgiving week. We'd love some chilly weather to sit by the fire. Some chilly fire pit weather. Sounds amazing. Amazing. So I posted my the classic photo of getting out and voting yesterday. Actually, the polls weren't bad at all. I was in and out in 2 seconds. Did not take me long at all. Here's a photo. Whoa, very large photo. There you go. There's the large photo of Witcher. You get a twofer this morning, my friends. Let's make his head the same size as my head. There we go. I don't know. I'm such a goofball. And for those of you that may be tuning in and notice that the beard has grown, gentlemen, how are your beards? Are they going well? Let's see if there's anybody posted anything through the Witcher's Pictures link. See if there's any beards showing up. All right. We've got... All right, so Vicky Cooper says this is her husband. He's participating in No Shave November as well. Good-looking dude right there. I don't know if he had a beard before. I don't know what he looked like before, but big shout out to Vicky here this morning. We also have Lee, who's part of the broadcast here this morning. He's also a Witcher weather watcher. There we go, Lee. Let's get that close-up down a little bit, huh? There we go. Looking good, my friend. Looking good. Any other beards out there? Who else is participating in No Shave November? If you are... or if your husbands are, make sure that they upload some pictures to Witcher's Pictures. Mel is part of the program. And wow, this amazing sunset yesterday evening. How about that one? That is gorgeous. Mel, thanks so much for posting that one. Here's one from Nicole Scarborough. She says, weird cloud over Townsend. Let's see if we can't get that cloud a little bit smaller so you can see the whole thing. That is a weird looking cloud, isn't it? That's what's so cool about our weather, right? You just never know what you're going to get. Let's see. Julie says, good morning from Whitesburg. She just posted a picture through Witcher's Pictures and the East Tennessee Weather app. Look at that gorgeous photo this morning. Julie, big shout out. That's awesome. Awesome photo this morning. Love the clouds. Those clouds will continue to thicken up just a little bit more. And we will become mostly cloudy throughout the day today. Let's see. What else have we got going on? I guess that's about the extent of it. So yesterday I got into the kids' bathroom. If you recall, my kids' bathroom flooded it's been about 5 or 6 months. Tried to go through insurance. I was like $2.24 away from my deductible with insurance. That's like a thing of caulk. Seems like a little bit of a racket to me, but we won't go down that road. Anyways, insurance didn't cover it, so we've been slowly but surely trying to get at it. That's why I need a drywaller, because I'm just not good at I'm not good at mudding. I can hang the drywall, but mudding, so you don't see the seams, that's the hardest part. So I got to get back in there and finish demoing the bathroom, taking out, So we're just going to give the kids a new bathroom. They only had one sink. But it's piped for 2, so we're going to give them 2 sinks. They're 2 kids, 9 and 11. They need their own sinks, right? I think they do. Well, guess what? Katrina says, let's dance, shall we? Let's go check out that sunrise here this morning. Once again, it's gorgeous this morning. This is the newest camera, by the way. Newest camera, that's Monroe County. You can find that on the East Tennessee Weather app live right now. It automatically plays. Just scroll to the bottom of the app, and you'll find our first live camera on the East Tennessee Weather app. Great stuff right there. But, of course, we are talking about national holidays, and so let's go ahead and talk about those national holidays today. Let's see if we can't go back to this. There we go. All right, national holidays for the day today. It's birthdays. It's November 6th. The day after Election Day. Happy birthday to anybody celebrating a birthday today, and any events coming up, make sure you post those here on the chat so we can highlight some of the awesome events that we may have coming to East Tennessee. It's also National Stress Awareness Day. Ooh, do you suffer from stress? Are you aware of your stress? Do you have low back pain? Sometimes a sign of stress. Stress Awareness Day. We got to take care of ourselves. It's National Nachos Day. Seems to be great. The day after Taco Tuesday, just take those tacos, break them apart, and now you have nachos, right? National Nacho Day. And it's National Saxophone Day. I bet Chris Hahn on here, but I don't know. I haven't seen him this morning, but I bet Chris Hahn, if he's on here, plays the saxophone, I bet. He's a musician. Anybody else on here play any musical instruments? Perhaps the saxophone? Maybe. Maybe not. Those are today's national holidays, by the way. Cheryl says, yummy nachos. I love me some nachos. You know what's so good? Our brisket nachos. Those are good. And Betty has a birthday tomorrow. Nice, Betty. Betty says yes to stress. No stress, Betty. Let's breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Everybody together. Let's de-stress. The election's over. Krista plays the drums. Nice. Becky says, happy birthday, Betty. You play the oboe and the violin, do ya? No saxophone. It's nacho cheese, Buck. It's nacho cheese. Kimber, you actually think the beard looks good? You're okay with Scruffy Witcher living in the Scruffy City? I'm cleaning it up a little bit around the neck and around the face a little bit, but letting everything grow. Your 10-year-old plays the ukulele. That's awesome. Mel says, happy birthday. Mel, awesome. Betty says, thanks. Becky says, I play the radio. Have you heard me on the radio, Becky? I'm on like 10 radio stations here in town. And if you haven't checked out 104.9, I don't know how old you are, but 104.9 is 90s and 2000s throwbacks. Probably one of my favorites so far. They also have a new station called it's 106.1 W. Let's see, 106.1. I'll tell you I'll tell you which one it is. It's 106.1 WATO. 106.1 WATO is one of the newest ones, and that's kind of an alternative rock station. So if you like alternative rock, it's a good one there. I love you too, Betty. I love you too. You have? Nice, Becky. Betty says she's heard me on the radio as well. Well, I'm on all genres of radio, from 90s and 2000s to alternative to, let's see, I got mid-century radio. I'm also on talk radio. I'm on Christian radio. Big shout out to Joy and Joy 620 and talk. I think it's 102.1. Don't quote me on that. I love you too, Kimberly. I love you all too. Did you get your tumbler yet, Kimberly? Again, don't forget to check out the merch shop there at eastTNweather.com. And again, you can check out the live view from Monroe County all day, every day. It's live right there for your viewing pleasure. And more cameras come into the market here real soon as well. And again, don't forget that you can get all this weather information. You can't add to the chat, but you can get all the latest weather information by opening up the East Tennessee Weather app, and you'll see the live broadcast right there at the top of the screen. Well, it is 7:21. It is Wednesday. It's hump day. It's Ed's Day. Good old Camel's back in the studio, representing Ed Rupp from all the years that we grew up with him on the TV station. TV station's giving us all the traffic reports, whether it be in studio or from his car back in the day. Good stuff, my friend. Good stuff, Ed Rupp. Glad you're part of East Tennessee Weather. And yes, your coffee was good. Let's see. Hasta la vista, Buck. We sure hope you have a great day, my friend. Is it like the Scruffathon? Scruffathon. Yes, it is like a Scruffathon. How's your scruff going there, Chris? Post a picture so we can air it tomorrow. See how the scruff is going. Are you taking a daily picture with the app that I sent you? Hopefully you are. We'll have a time lapse of the beard growing and growing and growing. It's only the 6th of the month, and look at this. Shaggy Witcher's coming on board. And don't forget, yes, Julie, don't forget that we are raising money for the Bread Basket. It's a charity. It's a food pantry in Cotton County, helping all the flood victims. We're not just doing this for fun. We are raising money as well. But with having some fun, we have to do a good cause. So don't forget that when I post that to social media, and I'll post another one hopefully today, that you can go donate to the Bread Basket in Cotton County and help some of our neighbors out. All right, my friends, I'm going to send you back to the 24-hour weather channel. If you missed the forecast from the very top, yours truly will come right back on camera. And again, don't forget to smash and subscribe that YouTube button, like and share things that you see on social media. It really helps the platforms out, especially throughout days that we're expecting some weather. And today we could see a couple of showers, but of course I'll explain coming up right now. Have a great day.
From the East Tennessee Weather Center, here's your morning weather update with meteorologist Mike Witcher.
And good morning. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Sure hope you had a great week so far. Today we're going to actually see a little bit more cloud coverage across the area, and we do have a chance for a couple of spotty showers. Something to keep in mind, but it's still going to be warm, and we're talking near records. The record in Knoxville is 80 degrees set back in 2022, and we're forecasting 81. About where we were yesterday. Knoxville made it to 83 degrees yesterday, 1 degree shy of the record of 84 set back in 1948. Still going to be warm, but we're going to have more cloud coverage throughout the day today. Crossville's at 71, 75, Chattanooga and 75 also in Tri-Cities, so Knoxville is one of the hottest spots. High pressure continues to hang strong across the southeastern U.S. A trough is moving its way out of the four corners, and that's going to shove a cold front into our area, or around it anyways, and that's going to give us that southerly fetch of moisture, so we do have a chance for some spotty showers today. And then tomorrow, I think we're going to get a little bit more of a wraparound as the cold front actually pushes on through. I actually think that we're going to have a little bit better coverage, but just a little bit, on into our Thursday when we're talking rainfall. It is going to be a little bit on the breezy side throughout the day today, but that's kind of what we've been experiencing over the last couple of days. So we're going to have more cloud coverage today than what we saw yesterday. That's why we're bringing those temperatures down just a bit. We're going to be dry through the lunch hour, but as we get into the afternoon, you can kind of see how these spotty showers will develop in that southwesterly flow pattern with the cold front just off to our west. So by the end of the day today, some of us will get some rain. Now, it looks more impressive when you're looking at the graphic itself, but I think most of us will see less than 1/10 of an inch of rainfall, maybe a little bit more in some isolated locations. We start the morning off with temps in the 50s and 60s, so well above average. Remember, average lows are in the 40s. We'll climb into the mid to upper 70s to pockets of low 80s for this the lunch hour and even into the afternoon. So again, it's going to be a warm lunch hour. It's going to be a warm afternoon, and that's going to make for a nice, pleasant, but warm evening around town. Now, as we get into our Thursday, remember I said there's going to be a little bit more wraparound moisture, so watch this. Cold front's going to be off to our west. We get that southwesterly flow. Cold front starts to work its way through. The winds will shift, and everything to our west will start to work its way to the south and southeast. And so I think that's what's going to bring us a little bit better coverage of rainfall. But again, it's not going to add up to a whole lot. So not much more than what we will see throughout the day today, but it will add up a little bit. As we've been talking about all week, this mid to late week weather, this rain, not going to produce a whole lot, and still not looking like it's going to produce a whole lot. So near record high temperatures today, still staying warm and near record highs again tomorrow. Then we'll drop into the low to mid 70s as we get into our Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we'll stay that way as we get into Monday, Tuesday. Average high for this time of year is 64, so we're still trending above average. Dew points stay elevated as well, so that's going to keep our morning lows on the elevated side. Plus, it's going to give us that warm feel to the air, so lows will be in the 50s and 60s for the next 7 days, and likely to be the case over the next 6 to 10, 8 to 14 days out, per the Climate Prediction Center. Doesn't look like any big cool downs are on the way. So we'll go 30 to 40% chance of rain today and tomorrow. We're going to be rain-free on Friday, and then we'll bring those rain chances back. I think Sunday is going to bring us a little bit better coverage than Saturday, but there's still a lot of unknowns. And what I'm talking about is moisture associated with Hurricane Rafael. Winds now at 90 miles per hour, gusting to 105, so it is a Category 1. Could be coming out a Category 2 as it enters the Gulf of Mexico, down to a 1 on Saturday morning, and then kind of curving its way northward. That's where a lot of uncertainties are, because one model, the European model, doesn't bring a lot of moisture to East Tennessee, but the American model does. It looks like this trough to our west will scoop up some moisture and throw it our direction, but the storm system itself will just kind of linger into the Gulf of Mexico. So per the latest model guidance, it just doesn't get picked up and pushed into our area. So that's why I say the weekend, stay tuned. Saturday, not nearly as much rain as Sunday, but I don't necessarily know that we're going to get a ton. So over the next 3 to 5, 7 days, when you look at your 7-day rainfall outlook, the Weather Prediction Center has shaved this down just a little bit from what we were talking about yesterday, because there are so many unknowns with Rafael. But we are looking at anywhere from about a quarter to, I'd say, about a half an inch of rainfall. So still beneficial rain, still much needed rain, but maybe it's not quite as much as we would hope for anyways. All right, so we have a little bit of a cooling trend on the way. So we're going to be in the 80s, 70s, and 80s today. Then we're going to drop into the 60s and 70s as we get into the weekend and the start of next week. Still above average, but obviously a little bit cooler and more seasonable. Of course, you can always check in with your daily forecast weather updates, 1 minute with Witcher, interactive radar, day parts, 7 days, and access to the only 24-hour weather channel right here in East Tennessee by downloading the East Tennessee Weather app. It's a free app download, by the way. Never pay for weather information. We sure hope you have a great afternoon, and we will have another weather update at noon today, tracking those rain showers, and again at 6 o'clock this evening. And don't forget to submit some photos, your views from your eyes, to Witcher's Pictures.